Baba,
Yes, my son.
tell me a story.
Which one?
The story of home.
The adult's voice tells the story of vibranium. A gigantic meteorite with the toughest metal, vibranium, crashed in the region of the sources of the Nile River millions of years ago, and it affected the plants. Later, in the Age of Humans, 5 tribes in the land named Wakanda battled for control of that vibranium until a spirit led a certain warrior to find and eat a heart-shaped herb affected by the metal. He gained superhuman abilities, and became the first Black Panther. 4 of the 5 tribes submit to his power, but the Jabari tribe chose freedom. The Wakandans use vibranium to develop highly advanced technology. They see the horrors of other nations and isolated themselves from rest of the world, posing as a third world country. In 1992, Wakanda King T'Chaka visits his brother N'Jobu, who is working undercover in Oakland, California. T'Chaka accuses N'Jobu of assisting black market arms dealer Claw with stealing vibranium from Wakanda. N'Jobu's partner reveals he is Zui, another undercover Wakandan, and confirms T'Chaka's suspicions. T'Chaka confronts N'Jobu, who becomes angry and threatens to kill T'Chaka's loyal friend, Zui. T'Chaka reluctantly kills N'Jobu to save Zui, and abandons N'Jobu's son Eric in order to prevent the Wakandan people from learning the truth. In the present day, following T'Chaka's death in a terrorist attack in United Nations, his son T'Challa returns to Wakanda to assume the throne. T'Challa and Okoye, the leader of the all-female fighting force, extract his ex-lover Nakia from an undercover assignment in Nigeria's Sambisa forest. He then reunites with his mother Queen Ramonda and younger sister Princess Shuri, the nation's current technological genius. At his kingship ceremony, he is challenged for the crown by M'Baku, the leader of the 5th tribe, the mountain-dwelling Jabari. The two engage in ritual combat, with T'Challa emerging victorious and becoming the new king. In London, a gang led by Claw and including an ex-US Black Ops soldier, Eric Stevens, as known as Killmonger, steals an ancient Wakandan vibranium axe from a museum. When the tribal elders receive word that Claw has resurfaced in South Korea, T'Challa's friend Wakabi, who lost his parents as a result of the Claw's actions, urges the young monarch to bring him to justice. T'Challa, Okoye, and Nakia plan to intercept Claw at an underground casino in Busan, where he will be selling the axe to an unknown buyer. The plan, however, goes wrong when T'Challa discovers the buyer is CIA agent Everett Ross, and Claw suspects the deal is a setup. The deal subsequently goes sour, and a car chase ensues that culminates in Claw's apprehension. While in CIA custody, however, Claw is rescued by Killmonger. Ross is seriously injured, saving Nakia in the attack, and rather than pursue Claw, T'Challa takes Ross to Wakanda, where his sister Shuri uses the nation's advanced technology to save Ross' life. Killmonger kills Claw and takes his body to Wakanda as a token, revealing his identity as N'Jobu's son to the tribal elders and challenging T'Challa for the throne. Killmonger triumphs in ritual combat and hurls the defeated T'Challa over a waterfall. After ingesting the heart-shaped herb to gain the powers of the Black Panther, Killmonger enacts his father's plan, preparing shipments of Wakandan weapons to be distributed to Wakandan operatives around the world. Nakia, Shuri, Ross, and T'Challa's mother Ramonda flee to seek the aid of the Jabari and learn M'Baku's men have found and are caring for the comatose T'Challa. Healed by a heart-shaped herb brought by Nakia, T'Challa returns to Wakanda and to renew his combat with Killmonger for the throne, which was never officially concluded since T'Challa never died or conceded. When Killmonger refuses to cooperate, his claim to the throne is immediately invalidated and Okoye turns against him. However, Killmonger, who is now wearing a suit of Black Panther armor of his own, resists with force along with the border tribe. While Shuri, Nakia, and Jabari battle Wakabi, Ross, piloting a remote jet with Shuri's guidance, shoots down the planes carrying the weapons before they can leave the country. The battle goes poorly for T'Challa's side until M'Baku and the Jabari arrive to support him, thus turning the tide. T'Challa and Killmonger's battle carries them into the heart of the vibranium mine, where sonic disrupted used in the transport of the metal incapacitate their vibranium armor. While Killmonger's body is briefly exposed, T'Challa stabs his cousin. He takes Killmonger to see the sunset of Wakanda and offers to heal him. But Killmonger states that he knows he will then be imprisoned and would rather die a free man. He pulls the dagger out of his chest and dies peacefully. With that victory, T'Challa is officially restored to the throne, with M'Baku granted a seat in the National Tribal Council to represent his tribe in recognition of his loyalty. Rejecting the isolationism of past Wakandan kings, T'Challa establishes an outreach center at the building in Oakland where N'Jobu died, to be overseen by Nakia and Shuri. He intends for the center to be the first in a series of efforts by Wakanda to help uplift impoverished communities around the world. In a mid-credit scene, T'Challa appears before the United Nations to reveal Wakanda's true nature to the world.